Good morning, everyone. I'm Alvin from London, Ontario, and I'm here to share my experience throughout my journey in the Youth Empowerment Program. I've actually not been in this program for long, but I've experienced many things throughout this program. Learned many things not only from the Ruhi books, but also from the examples of the tutors from Kips Lane. From thus far, I feel like the Kips community is welcoming to all people, from different backgrounds and religions. Under the Kips community, I feel like everybody is unified and working towards improving with themselves materially and spiritually. I feel like the Bahá'í community or the environment is not only a place to learn and improve yourself, but also to get acquainted with different people and meet different people, make friends, while also doing that, walking the path of service and working for the betterment of the community. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sabrina, and I was in children's class and in junior youth, and now I have my own children's class. And I'll be telling you all about my experience in it. I started children's class when I was 9, and junior youth when I was 11 years old. And when I was in children's class, I got to learn the virtues. For example, about honesty, truthfulness, and compassion. Second, these virtues that I was learning taught me a lot in life, and I got to know how important these virtues were and how it applied to my life. Third, I remember the activities we used to do in children's class, and it was very fun. We would go to beach too, which was my favorite part of the program. Finally, when I turned 11, I was in junior youth, and honestly, at the beginning, it was very new to me, but it was fun. The more I was participating in junior youth, the more I got to learn about humanity and serving our community, which was very nice. I did a lot of books, and I remember my first book was The Breezes of Confirmation, and my animator was Julie, which was my also children's class teacher. I remember we did a service project where we went to the food bank and helped the workers pack food for those who need it. While I was packing the food, it made me feel happy how I was to serve the community, and I learned it was important to serve our community too, and unite with one another. I wanted to contribute more to the community. There was a junior youth camp, and the idea to do a children's class as the service project, which everyone agreed to. Then we decided to do the children's class in my neighborhood, Bully, but we didn't know where to do it. And then I just suggested having the children's class in my house, in the basement, which worked. A lot of students came from Bully and enjoyed our class there. And there I started to think if I should do a children's class too in the future. Now some of the kids who came to the class is in my children's class. This program has impacted me in a good way, where I have learned the concept of spiritual and moral in the book and in real life too. It has helped me develop skills and power of expression as well as develop my knowledge. I can see my knowledge growing about our relationship with God and those around us. Spiritual and moral education is important for the children's class too. We need to teach them about how the human spirit is connected to God. We also need to teach them about the right and wrong behavior and the goodness or the badness in a human. If we teach this at a very young age, then it will help the community see their behavior and be inspired by it. This would also impact the community and help it grow faster in the future. How does this program contribute to the community? This program contributes to the community because it gives us academic institutions and education. Not only that, but teaches us about our society and how we can help to improve it. It helps us develop our skills such as reading and writing, teaches us about humanity and to serve our community. This program has done so many things to contribute to our community, and it honestly inspires many youths too. My journey from being to a children's class and in a junior youth and to having my own children's class was very phenomenal. Thank you.
First of all, good morning, everybody. My name is Peter, and it's a pleasure for me to be here today and have a chance to share about the community that I have been serving in for the past 2 years. 2 years, not particularly a very long time, but I have seen profound impacts of the junior youth and children class program on me and the Kips Lane neighborhood. Just so as we all know, Kips Lane is a very diverse community, and we have a lot of nationalities from different countries consist in Kips Lane, from Nepali, Syrians, Filipino, Vietnamese, Thai. So usually, in that case, people will only be concerned of their small circle. But that's not the case anymore since the introduction of the programs into the neighborhood. The programs provide a space for everybody in the neighborhood, from youth to the family, no matter their background, to come together to discuss, consult, and participate in the betterment of their own community. And subsequently, Kips Lane recently has made immense progress, both materially and morally. Unity and righteous virtues have been spreading all over Kips Lane and nearby neighborhoods. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate the teachings of Bahá'í and its effects on each individual in the community. I'm always so amazed when I look back on how people have changed since they first joined the program, especially myself. So like before I joined the program, I was a really carefree guy. So I noticed some problems in the world, but I never really seriously addressed it or taking initiative to improve it. But then since I joined the Kips Lane community, working alongside with many enthusiastic people, I started to have taken more responsibility, and I start to my best to be the protagonist of change in the world. So a step that I have taken this year is that I became an animator to help guide my junior youth to reach their highest potential in academic and morally as well. And by doing that, so I think one day when my junior youth grow up, they will keep progressing humanity, and they will continue our mighty endeavor, which is to unite our world. And beside that, I got really happy when I joined the Kips Lane community. I have met many wonderful people, formed meaningful friendship where we come together, working, progress, and contributing to the betterment of humanity. And lastly, I'm in grade 12 now, and next year I have decided to commit to Western University, and I'm so looking forward to stay and serving in Kips Lane, seeing my JY grow up and see how the neighborhood will change after I graduate. That's it for me today. Thank you.